Hello guys, a quick video over here, the weekend, March 28th. Getting ready to see what the next market will give us. Remember, next Friday, non-farm payroll. All right, non-farm payroll coming up this coming Friday. Also, next week, we have a free open house. Free open house coming up. Go visit our pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, okay? Right on Facebook, you're gonna see here the link how to attend our free open house coming up next week, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. All right, let's go to a dollar. As you guys remember, we were doing an analysis in the dollar last weekend, and we were mentioning about the 618 number coming as a nice support for the dollar. And we saw how they pop up since Monday. They start buying dollars into since Wednesday, I think Wednesday morning into Thursday. They start buying dollars. So now looking at the euro, let's see what the week will give us coming up for the euro. Here is the euro dollar on the screen. Two things that we were looking for. One of them was the continuation of this trend that they started back on the 18th of March. And we're seeing right now, we're right at the bottom. But it was Thursday morning going into Friday. We got a little sell off here in the euro after the dollar was being bought going into Friday's Yellen speech. So coming up for Monday, guys, two things to look for. One of them will be whether or not we're going to hold this support around 108.60, 108.70. Two things that might happen. One of them is we can just come at it and bounce to the top. Looking at the 110.20, 110.36. All right, that's one of the expectations. The next one is if they fail to hold this, you have to start looking for the downside potential to the 107.50 area, okay? 107.50, that will be the 50% of this whole move created by the FOMC. Okay, we will be right at the 50% Fibonacci. Next one will be the 106.75, looking at the 618. That's what I'm seeing in the euro dollar. Now let's go to the pound, see what the pound can give us next week. What is the analysis for the pound? We are almost at the same thing, but the pound in this way, you can see how we are stuck inside this wedge in the 240. All right, we have a symmetrical triangle, and we have to wait for the direction out of it. Okay, let me draw it again for you guys on the screen. We will have to wait for a direction. We don't have any direction yet, but we do have a support around 14800. That's why I have an alert right here. You can see it, the 148.06. Looking at it, it looks like they're probably gonna go sideways, especially going into FOMC. But if you see the trade going above this 49.50, look up because the next one will be the 150 even. That's the target to the top from where we are. Target to the bottom if they were to fail at this support. What is the support right now? 148.50, 148.60. That will be 60 pips to the 45.06, and then to the 47, which was the support that they started building up when they were going after FOMC last time around. All right, let me look at the JPY. What the the JPY will give us. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull it out right now. Here is the yen. Last week, I hope you guys took advantage of our analysis. All right, last week we were talking about the JPY completing the ABC. This was the whole analysis from last week. I hope for those of you guys that watched the video, all right, this was the analysis coming to the. We were expecting this ABC to get completed, just like we told you guys. They got the C completed, bounced it off the 1850 as expected. We were expecting the move, and we even posted into our Instagram for free. You can see it. Where was it? Right here. Potential entry. I talked about 3 days ago. This was 3 days ago, guys, on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night. We posted this. We said, listen, guys, start looking up for the 118, 118.50 to go long. Those of members who listened to it and were looking at the videos the daily basis, right on the money. They bounced off the 18, went to 1920 for a nice and quick 70 pips out of the dollar analysis. Same for the MPY and same for the yen analysis. So it was a good week for us. I will show you our performance soon. But coming up this week, for the yen, the expectation was the same as we said before. Two things to look up. We need a correction here, a little pullback AB to complete the C wave. If we were to get around the 120 again, watch out for some strong resistance at that level. But if we break higher, guys, we can potentially be going to the 121 or even the 122. But the one that we have to look for is whether or not they're going to hold this 119 level going into FOMC. Remember, if they start buying dollars and continue to buy dollars into FOMC, they can easily give us this move. They can complete the C wave and then get ready at FOMC. I'm sorry, a non-farm payroll, and then keep the move higher to the 122 level. Okay, that's the JPY. Now let me look at the Aussie dollar. I think I have the Aussie dollar here. Let's look it up. Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar. We're gonna be looking at those. Here is the Aussie. Here is the New Zealand. Last time around that we did a video, I was telling you guys to look up for the 7,900 resistance. Right? We were talking about it and talking about it. A lot of guys, we were selling it. I'll show you right now our account. We were selling all of these highs. All of these are lower. Yeah, we were selling and selling and selling. Now the trend right now is, you guys know that the RBA wants this currency at 74. So keep that in mind. But we can potentially see a move coming to the bottom of the channel around the 7,700. If they do not hold this 7,700, guys, then we'll look again to a potential move to the 75.50. Keep that in mind coming along this week. I like this trade along with the pound Aussie and the euro Aussie going into this following week. Right, let me look at the New Zealand now, see what the New Zealand is doing. Let me go quickly to the New Zealand. Let's see what the New Zealand is going to do. Let me show you around. Hold on. There's the New Zealand. Same thing last week. There was the video telling you, guys, look at the structure, right? We have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th wave. We were expecting an ABC. We have to see if the C is completed and whether or not they will hold this 75.40. I like this support that they are building, but if they come to the 7,500, I like it even better at this level, so we can take the bounce back to the 76 or 7,700. This will be a nice trade that you don't want to miss. All right. The 6-1A, let me get rid of this. The 6-1A of this whole move on the Fibonacci levels is not until 74.33. So be aware of these two numbers. But I like the fact that they can give us a potential head fake here to the 75 and then bounce higher. All depends on the move of the dollar coming non-farm payroll. Take advantage of the free open house that we have next week, where we come into the room and we analyze 18 currencies daily. 18 currencies. All right, so take a look at the currencies that we analyze. We go with the euro crosses, right? Euro crosses are being analyzed. We go to the pound crosses and the yen crosses. On top of that, every day we analyze the dollar index plus all the measures. All the measures. Last week, out of the Canadian dollar, we told the guys in the room, the guys that came to the room, look up for the 2400. Look at the box, right? Look at the box that the guys were constructing, the bankers and the market makers. And we told everyone, be aware of the 24, right? Start buying at the 24, start buying at the 24. And right to the money, they came to the 24 all the way to 26. A quick and very nice 2 days trade with over 200 pips on the Canadian dollar, right? That's the loonie. The expectations are for them to stop right here and go sideways, create a flagpole or something before a non-farm payroll for them to be ready for the move higher or the move back to 24. So my expectations in the Canadian right now going into the week, right? You'll see this big move from 24 all the way to 26. I will say to you, get a set of fibs. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me get a set of fibs right here. Get this swing low right now. I want to see where the retracement, a potential night entry can be. If they were to retrace to the 38.2, I'll be looking for the 25.38, 25, even the 2500 before they pull back. And this will complete a nice ABC to the top. So be aware, guys, of this move out of the Canadian coming up for this week, okay? For what is the other currency that is missing? Chief, we do not analyze the Chief for now after the mess that happened last year. Last year, you guys remember? Yeah, with the news, forget it. We don't go with the Chiefy. But we were selling into some of the guys, even though we do the analysis in the room, they were selling into last week. And there were some really nice collections over here at Pips. Let me show you the extensions to the downside. This is one that we have in the lookup. one of the extensions was that if they do not hold this 95.64, guys, we can go and retest this 9500. So be aware of that. If you don't see that retest, if you don't see it, then be aware of the top of 9700. This was created last week. So be aware of that. Also remember, again, I will stress you guys to visit our website. It's free the whole week for those of you. Looking at our performance for the guys that are new to the room, here is the performance that we have, around 137% right now on our account. This is month after month after month after month of being positive. Last year, around October, we got that account. One single month was negative, then every single month has been positive. Looking at the history, look at the history. How do we trade? Why do we trade for targets in a room? Look, this is the whole week of March 20 to the 27, right? Yeah, the 23rd to the 27th. Not a single loss, guys, not even one. And look at the captures. The guys were able to capture nice moves last week, trading, small lots, not big lots. Again, I'll leave it up to you guys. Come to our website, forextradingzones.com, and right at the bottom, right here, you will find the link to subscribe for the free open house. Hope to see you guys in the room on Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Take care, guys.